Hello, class of 2026. Today, you will be receiving information about selecting classes for your junior year, the 2024-2025 school year. This year, you'll be filling out an electronic course selection form. You're going to be able to find that in your email and on the Student Services website. In today's presentation, we're going to talk about course selection dates and deadlines, Belvedere High School graduation requirements, college admission requirements, and sophomore year required classes and schedule options. Later, we'll take a look at the BHS Student Services website, including the district course catalog and the course selection form that you'll be filling out on your own. On the Student Services website, you'll also be able to find all the important dates and deadlines, forms, and a copy of this presentation if you need to refer to it again. Remember, the course selection process is very important. We encourage students to really take your time, review all the resources that we present today. Please talk to your teachers and your counselors and share your course selections with your family. Your course selection forms must be completed by Friday, January 12th. On February 6th, you will be able to review those course selections in your book club. If you want to make any changes to your course request at that time, you must let your counselor know by Friday, February 9th. There will be a Google form that you can use for that. That's on the Student Services website, and it will be emailed to you at a later date. If you still have questions after watching this presentation and reviewing the materials that we present, you can email your counselor. Also, counselors are going to be available during WIN time on 4 dates in the cafeteria, 2 before winter break and 2 after winter break. And we have these dates posted on our website as well. Before we talk about the specific classes that are required for you to take junior year, let's go ahead and review graduation requirements. So all students need 24 credits to graduate from Belvedere High School. Each semester-long class that you take and pass is worth a half of a credit. If you're earning at least 6 credits every year, you're on track for graduation. Within those 24 credits, there are some specific requirements that you need to be aware of so that you're choosing the correct classes. All students must pass 4 credits or 4 years of English in order to graduate. Students also need 3 credits in math. They have to include algebra and geometry, and then you need at least 2 credits of science to graduate, one of which must be biology. And then 2.5 credits of social studies are required for graduation. One of those credits must be world studies from freshman year, 1 U.S. history during your junior year, and then everyone takes a half credit of American government during senior year. Consumer education is a half credit graduation requirement that you may take sophomore through senior year. If you have not taken it yet, you may wish to consider taking it junior year. All students must earn a half credit of health and must be enrolled in a semester of career planning in 9th grade. Students are also required to be enrolled in PE unless they are taking health or driver education at BHS. The other 11.5 credits come from your electives. If you are planning on attending a 4-year college or university right after high school, you should know that colleges generally expect more core academic classes than what we require for you to graduate from high school. If you'll be attending a 4-year college after high school, plan on taking more core academic classes. Colleges expect you to have 4 years of English and 3 years of math in high school, which we also require. However, in math, it's a good idea to take 4 years so that you're setting yourself up for success in college. For science, colleges would like you to take at least 3 years, and we require only 2. Colleges also require a minimum of 3 years of social studies, and we require 2.5. So be sure to take at least another semester if you plan to attend a 4-year college or university right after high school. Although foreign language is not required for you to graduate from high school, many colleges and universities have a foreign language requirement for admission. It's helpful to take at least 2 years of the same foreign language in high school because some schools may require it for admission. Other colleges will accept a combination of foreign language and or classes in the arts. Please be sure to be checking the specific admission requirements of any schools that you're interested in. New for next school year, some students will automatically be placed in accelerated or advanced placement classes based on their standardized test scores. Families and students have received letters indicating the course that students will be automatically enrolled in. Parents who wish to decline this placement should return the form to the student's counselor by January 8th, 2024. If you would like to sign up for an accelerated or AP class, but you didn't receive an automatic placement letter, you may still absolutely sign up for those classes. For 11th grade, there are 4 required classes: English, Math, U.S. History, and Physical Education. We'll discuss the options in each of those subject areas in the next few slides. After your required classes, you then have room for up to 3 credits worth of electives, and those can be a combination of semester-long and year-long classes. Your total credits for junior year will be 7 if you take the maximum 3 credits worth of electives with no study hall or late start or early release. If you take a study hall, early release, or late start one semester, your total credits would be 6.5. And if you elect to take a study hall, late start, or early release for both semesters, then your total credits for junior year would be 6. First required course for junior year is English. All juniors will choose either English 11, AP English Language and Composition, or American Studies for English. American Studies earns credit for both English 11 and U.S. History. Please remember that advanced placement classes are rigorous college-level classes that require strong reading and study skills and have the potential for earning college credit if you score high enough on the AP exam at the end of the year. You will choose one of these on your course selection form. Please talk to your current English teacher about their recommendation for you. Also, please remember, if you choose American Studies for English, you will also choose American Studies when you get to the U.S. History choices as well, because it does earn credit for both English 11 and U.S. History. Next, you'll need to select a third year of math per our graduation requirements. These are just some examples of 11th grade math courses. For example, if you're currently in geometry, you would most likely choose Algebra 2 for next year. Your current math teacher will help you choose the appropriate math course and will also be making a recommendation that they will share with your counselor. All juniors must also take U.S. History, AP U.S. History, or American Studies. Remember, if you pick American Studies, you'll have that for English as well. American Studies earns credit for both English 11 and U.S. History. If you choose AP U.S. History, just remember that AP courses, again, are rigorous college-level courses and have the potential to earn you college credit if you score high enough on the AP exam at the end of the year. On your course selection form, you will choose one of these. The last required class for juniors is physical education. As a District 100 student, you're required to be enrolled in a PE class each semester unless you waive the requirement due to being an athlete or a marching band member. Most students prefer to take the same PE class for both semesters, but that's up to you. On your course selection form, you must check the box either for PE or the box for a PE waiver if you're eligible and wish to do so. There are several options to choose from in PE. Students may choose Lifetime Wellness, which is a traditional PE with team sports. You can choose Strength and Conditioning, which focuses on developing a personal fitness plan, or you can choose Healthy Lifestyles, which focuses on whole wellness and activities like yoga and meditation. Please read the descriptions in the course catalog and talk to your current PE teacher. Students can also choose to take 0 hour PE, which is strength and conditioning. 0 hour permission forms and PE waivers are on the Student Services website, and you can pick up hard copies in the Student Services office. If you have enough credits, you may opt to take a study hall, late start, or early release. Remember that these options do not earn credit. You can choose study hall on your course selection form if you wish to take one. If you would like to do late start or early release, you should choose that on your course selection form, and then you must complete a permission form and return it to Student Services. You can find the forms in the Student Services office or on our website. Blended courses are listed on your course selection sheet. These courses are a combination of online and classroom learning. There will be days where you are free to work outside of the classroom as long as you are passing the class. Your teacher decides which days are blended. After you make your selections for your required classes, it will be time to choose your electives. You will be choosing your top 10 desired electives out of all the options listed on the course selection form, and I'll show you that in a bit. Electives are listed by department. After you choose your 10 electives, you will then be asked to rank them from your first choice, meaning I want this class the most, to your 10th choice. Please list your electives in the order that you wish to take them. Then you will be asked to choose an additional 3 alternates just in case your first choices aren't available or don't fit into your schedule. Counselors try to get students their top choices, but it's not always possible. So please choose 3 alternate options. Altogether, you should be making 13 different selections for electives. Please don't choose something that you've already successfully completed, and remember to use a course catalog to read the descriptions for each course, including any prerequisites that must be met in order to be eligible for certain classes. When choosing your elective classes, here are some things we encourage you to think about. What are the college admission requirements for schools you might be interested? Do you need an extra year of science? Do you need to take foreign language? What courses do we have that would help you explore and or prepare for careers that interest you? What prerequisites do you need to take those courses? And then, very important, what required classes do you need to make up that you may have failed? Counselors encourage students to take a third year of science. Students hoping to major in a science related field will often take a total of 4, even 5 science credits. As you can see, there are many science courses to choose from. Please consult the course catalog for descriptions. Please talk to your current science teacher. They'll help you choose a science class that's appropriate for you and for your career and college goals. Some new courses for the 2024-25 school year are AP Seminar, AP Anatomy and Physiology, AP Computer Science Principles, and AP Drawing. Current course name changes include Advanced Personal Wellness will now be Strength and Conditioning, and Journalistic Writing will now be called Journalism 2. Please consult the course catalog for all course descriptions. Now we'll take a look at the course selection resources on the Belvedere High School Student Services website. Start from the BHS homepage. You'll scroll over to Students and then down to Student Services. And then over on the left, you'll click on Course Selection. This opens a new page, and this has everything you need. This is your one stop for all things course selection 24-25. You can see over on the left, we have the important dates and deadlines for current high school students. We've talked about a lot of those during the presentation, but there they all are for you if you need to look those back up. Then getting about halfway down the page are all the instructions, all the forms, any resources that you might need for choosing your classes for next year. So you are the class of 2026 or current 10th graders. So your resources will be in this column. So we're going to start by opening the course catalog. So this is a list of all the courses that we offer in District 100, and you can see that they're grouped by subject area. So we really encourage you to become familiar with this. This is a great resource. I would even have this open as I'm completing my course selection form, which we'll look at in a minute. I would have this open so you can refer back to it and check out any course descriptions, prerequisites, things like that that you might need to know. So just for demonstration, let's open the business classes. If you go right here to course descriptions, it lists every class in this department. There's a description, what grade level you have to be, how many credits it earns you, and what the prerequisites are. Going back underneath where it says course descriptions, each subject area will have a table like this for quick reference. Again, just very quickly, you can see the name of the course. Is it a half credit, semester-long course, or is it a full credit year-long course? What grade do I have to be in to take this class? And are there any prerequisites for this class? In addition to the course catalog, you can also see that there are extra forms, links to extra forms here that you might need, but always keep in mind we do have hard copies in student services if you need any of those forms. Okay, now that we've looked at the District 100 course catalog, we're going to come back to the course selection portion of the Student Services website. And we're going to scroll back down, again, class of 2026. This video will be here. We open the course catalog. We're now going to open the course selection form and walk through that together. All right, when you open the course selection form, you'll see this is for the 24-25 school year. We're on the right one, class of 2026. When you get right here, make sure this shows your email address and that you check that box. Then go ahead, you'll put your last name, your first name, your student ID. Right here, you're going to choose which of our college and career pathways you're most interested in. I chose health sciences. Again, this is just for demonstration purposes. And if you click here, you can get more details about those. So after you do this first page, you'll click next. And this is where your required classes for junior years will pop up, and we're going to go ahead and choose these. Again, this is just for demonstration. You can see we have course descriptions embedded right here if you need to go back and refresh yourself on those. So first up is English, and you can see you can choose English 11, AP English, or American Studies. Let's choose American Studies. For math, I'm going to choose Algebra 2. And then for my social studies, I'm going to choose, I am taking American Studies as listed under English. So you get credit in English and social studies for American Studies. Again, click next. And now you have your PE choices. Descriptions are here. PE waiver is embedded right here. And if you want to take 0 hours strength and conditioning, the permission form is embedded here. I chose healthy lifestyles for both semesters, and now I'm going to click next. Now we are at the point of choosing electives. Again, remember to use the course catalog. We have it open already. And then, like I said, all electives are grouped by subject area. There might be some subject areas where you choose nothing, and that's okay. There might be some subject areas where you choose more than one elective. So don't feel like you have to choose something in every single one of these subject areas. But please choose your top 10 electives that you would be interested in taking. So again, for demonstration purposes, I'm just going to go through and choose some electives just to show you what this form looks like. And I don't know if I'm even choosing 10, but once you get to the bottom of the form, this is what I want to show you. Here's a spot for study hall or late start or early release. So right here is where once you've checked your top 10 electives, now you're going to put them in order. So what is the one class I know that I definitely want to get this class for my junior year? So you're going to list them again in order 1 through 10. Number 1 is your top choice. This is the one I really, really want. And you're going to choose one of your electives for each of these. Then in this space, you're going to choose 3 alternates just in case your top 10 do not fit in your schedule somehow. Once you're done with that, you're going to click submit. And then you will get your responses emailed to you. You'll be able to edit that up until January 12th. So we're almost finished. Just some quick reminders about dates. Your course selection form must be completed by Friday, January 12th. Then on February 6th, you're going to review your course requests in your book club. You'll be emailed a Google form, and it's also on our Student Services website. If you want to make any changes to the courses you requested, you must use that form and have that completed by Friday, February 9th. And again, we really encourage you to discuss your selections with your teachers, with your parents. If you have questions about course selection, please send your counselor an email. And then remember, counselors will be available during WIN. On 4 dates, we'll be in the cafeteria. There's 2 dates before winter break, 2 dates after, so 4 times before your course selections are due. And then finally, a list of the counselors and our breakdown by alphabet. Mr. Young has students with last names starting with A through D. Mrs. Cusimano, last names E through J. Mrs. Gamori, K through Q. Mrs. Owen, last names R through Z. Mr. Blanco is our EL counselor, and Mrs. Bronner is our registrar and secretary. Thanks so much for your attention to this presentation about course selection, and we look forward to helping you choose your classes for your junior year.